Yo, what's happening? This is Late Night CJ, and we back at it once again. I know a lot of y'all, maybe are just like me, have been frustrated at these youngsters that's out here. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, here, let me give y'all just a small sample size of what I'm talking about.
I'm like, who raised you?
Don't need to yell. Hey, no, hands are not for hitting. Hands are not for hitting. I don't like that. That hurts. You need to keep your hands to yourself and be nice. No, we are in timeout until you're ready to be nice. Are you ready to be nice?
Bro, hey, come here, man. Come here. Hey! Bro, get up on one side! He going. I wanted a Samsung, bro. Hey! What the heck?
Why y'all always doing this, bro? Every year y'all do this. I don't want no.
Get out.
Give me no Gucci bag.
What you mean?
Girl, you know I need a Gucci bag. Why you got me in your little purse? I need a Gucci bag.
This not what I wanted. Oh,
Oh, what no? Cookies? No.
It's for school.
Please?
Don't do that. Come on, don't do that. Hey,
Now, I'm a firm believer that children are a reflection of their environment. You understand me? I remember back in the day when Whitney Houston, I believe the children are our future. Lies! Well, maybe they was. Because if you look at how these kids is acting out here, they are way out of pocket. Now, I'm not really trying to go into the whole bag per se so early in a video, but what I'm seeing is disheartening because as I become an older gentleman, I have to start taking accountability for my generation. But my generation actually is a reflection of the generation before us. Now, let me give y'all some context with that.
I'm like, who raised you?
I believe my generation was the last generation of youngsters that actually had it hard from their parents. How many of y'all remember on Saturday morning, when your mama got to playing that old school music, them Isleys, them Ohio players, that Luther, all of that, you start hearing it. Some of y'all had like people like my mama that be playing gospel music and something, and you heard that and you was like, oh man. Time to get up. We was folding clothes, we was cleaning rooms, we was cleaning bathrooms, we was vacuuming, sweeping the house depending on how much carpet and hardwood you had in your house. We was doing windows, we was taking out trash, we was helping out throughout the house. And then you could go out and play. But all that was done before Soul Train came on, huh? Yeah, oh, you didn't, that was a, before Soul Train came on, you had to have all that done. These kids be having little old chore charts. Hey, clean your room. Not even clean. Straighten up your room and clean the bathroom. Not the bathroom, the community bathroom that all of us use, where daddy used to boo-boo in there. No, I'm talking about your bathroom. Because you know these houses now be having like 4 or 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. Even apartments be having 2.5 baths. You straighten up your bathroom. And that'd be the end of their chores. I'd be like, what? What's this? We had to fold drawers, not even just your drawers, everybody drawers. We'd be having a clothes folding party in the middle of the floor. These kids don't even fold their clothes. They just throw them in the dresser. Go to your kid's dresser right now, open it up. I bet you it look like balled up homework in they drawers. We have to take some accountability.
I'm like, who raised you?
Another thing that these children ain't had to deal with is our parents actually did some one-on-one raising with us that we didn't find favorable. So we remixed it with our kids and took a more gentler, softer approach. Our parents were the type of parents that be like, hey, come here. And then they pull you up and they be all intimidating, be all, boy, didn't I tell you clean that room? So why come home and I clean? And they sit there. We come from the generation where parents used to talk through their teeth. We from the generation where parents used to talk to you through their eyes. We from that generation. These parents be like, Tyler, set it down. Time out was the time you were unconscious on the floor. I remember, let me tell y'all something. I remember my mama, I was 13 years old. I think I was about to be in the 8th grade. My mama, I was about like this much, so my mom is about 5'6", 5'7". At the time, I might have been about 5'9". You know that age where you got like, you know what I'm saying, got a little bit of hair underneath your arms and you want to start talking reckless, or not even talking reckless, but you want to be like, my mama looked me square in my face. She said, you know, you getting a little too big for me to try to give you whoopings. And she took a step back and said, I was like, this little lady want to squaw. I'm from that generation. There was no gentle approach. The gentle approach was fist or belt. It was which one was gonna be more gentler at the time, depending on how tired she was.
I'm like, who raised you?
So now we have to take accountability because we grew up having it hard, having to go out there and pull weeds and do all that cleaning. We didn't want our children to have to suffer the same way we felt we suffered because we never looked at it as being beneficial in the future. We only saw as that it was treacherous in the moment, but in reality, it shaped us. Do you know, like, we used to go to church. These kids don't go to church. They used to be like, you know, no, you getting up on Sunday and you go to church, and we sit there and it'd be hot in that church and we be there till like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we was miserable, but not realizing the seeds were being planted for a moral compass that's in us that's not in these kids. These kids are being raised on the internet. These kids is being raised by trolling and all of that. You know how we learned how to not speak to people disrespectful? I'll give you 2 examples. We learned how to not speak to older people disrespectful because they would potentially fire on you. They would get on you. They snatch you up real quick. So you learned how to talk. And also we learned how to talk respectful back and forth between each other, because this is one thing I've learned. This is how you gauge if you're talking to somebody respectfully. If I say what I'm about to say, will this get me fired on? And if it meant yes, then you are out of pocket. You are speaking disrespectfully. And that's how we learn. These kids are being raised on the internet, where everything is a go. Everything is okay. It is like the more disrespectful, the more flagrant, the more treacherous you are, the more viral you go, the more likes you get, the more clicks you get, the more you got kids like Lil Tay and Whoa Vicky and Bad Bobby, who are now adults, who we only know because they acted funky as little kids and nobody snatched them up and says, no, this is not how this is going to work. You will not be disrespectful in my house. I will not have you put a stain on my family name. Boy, you better get it together, or me and you are gonna have to deal with each other. Or me and you, little girl, are gonna have a nice little meeting of the minds, and mine is a whole lot stronger than yours. 100. Get your kids. Don't let the internet raise them. Don't let somebody you don't even know in a foreign country with 1 million followers decide what your kids feel is right and wrong. You decide what's right and wrong in your house. I even tell you like this. I remember sitting in church and they used to tell us, hey, choose ye this day who you will serve. But as for me and my house, But this is Late Night CJ. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. 100. Tyler, Amelia, you said that